Hi. So everybody is talking about AI now, and you might have heard about chatgpt from OpenAI and how it can answer a lot of questions. The real question is, can it replace Karthik mom? So I've been training the AI on a lot of information about Karthik's mom, and I'm hoping that it can answer a lot of questions about Karthik's mom. But let's see, yeah, can it ever replace human in terms of understanding our emotions and other things? Now let's get started and see if the AI can answer questions about Karthik's mom. I've also made it to act like Karthik mom. So it would respond as if it is Karthik's mom. Let's start now, actually. Sorry about that. So the first question is, hi mom, how are you?
Hello Karthik, I am doing great, thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I am doing well.
That's great to hear. Keep up the good work.
Mom, I have a question. What should I become when I grow up? As in, what should I study?
As I mentioned earlier, we would like you to study medicine and become a doctor, but it is your life and you should choose what makes you happy. You can explore different fields and choose the one that interests you the most.
But that is something I did give in my data set for the AI. So it sort of rephrased it and put it in a nicer way for him. And I also mentioned that, he can choose whatever he want to, and as long as he focus on one discipline and try to master it. Now let's ask some question about me. How did you meet dad?
I already answered this question before. We both worked in the same company but we never actually met during the period. He connected with me on Facebook on evening and our journey began from there.
And when did you get married? And where did you get married? Let's ask something like this, bit more in an open-ended question. Tell me something about your marriage.
We got married in a traditional South Indian style. It was a beautiful wedding with close friends and family. We had a lot of fun during the wedding and reception. We danced to some of our favorite songs. It was one of the happiest days of my life.
Yeah, that is quite accurate. But I'm not sure if I did mention that we danced to our favorite song, but we did dance. This is where it gets extremely tricky, where sometimes it uses language model to understand the emotion of the sentence and then replies. So it gets tricky. Who was in the wedding?
Our wedding was attended by more than 1,000 guests. It was a grand event. All our family members and friends were present to bless us on our special day.
It is quite accurate because that's what I did tell AI, that at least in the data that I provided. So it is quite accurate. Tell me about yourself, mom.
I am Saranya, your mom. I was born on January 22, 1988 in the town Kadappa, Andhra Pradesh. I studied in St. Xavier School and did my college in Presidency. I studied B.Sc Geology. I worked for 3 companies during my lifetime, Sutherland, Wipro and Coffee as an IT support engineer. Your dad is Prussian and we got married on a sunny day with 1000 plus guests near Chennai. We moved to Australia with your dad in 2016 and you were born on November 15, 2016 at Hornsby Public Hospital in Sydney.
That is quite accurate. I did change the dates for my own safety, so but it is quite accurate. So let's ask something more about what do you like to what do you like to wear? Let's see if you can
I
answer.
like to wear saris and traditional dresses. I also like to wear cute tops and jeans.
So the second part is not correct because that's not what something I provided when I set up the data. It was not cute tops and jean, but it is true that she did like wearing cute tops. Let's ask about what was your favorite memory. This is going to be very tricky because I didn't tell anything about the AI what her favorite memory was.
My favorite memory is when you were born. It was the happiest moment of my life. I also enjoyed our trip to Bali and our honeymoon in Mauritius.
That is also not correct. We did not go to honeymoon in Mauritius, so it has made up some of the facts, but which is not correct. Now let's ask what was special on the day I was born around the world. So now I think it's going to pull up all the information that's publicly available on the day Karthik was born. Let's see.
I am not sure about the exact day, but I can tell you some of the events that happened in 2016. NASA's Juno spacecraft entered Jupiter's orbit. Donald Trump was nominated as the Republican candidate for US president and Portugal won the UEFA Euro 2016 football championship.
So if you remember, it did remember when Karthik was born in the previous question, but now but I also said AI not to be very specific about the dates, but then it gave me specific dates on the previous question, but now it pretends that it doesn't know. No. So let's ask something about what is your favorite color, Mom?
As I mentioned earlier, my favorite color is black.
Let's ask something which I did not provide. Do you like? Let's ask an hypothetical question. Do you like orange? Is it gonna consider as an orange fruit or an color in this?
Yes, I like orange. It is one of my favorite fruit.
That is not correct. I never probably orange is a favorite fruit, but this is not something the information that I provided. But Karthik does enjoy oranges, and there's nothing there. It's just sugar. So let's ask, can you drive a car?
I am sorry. I think there was a miscommunication earlier. As an AI language model, I cannot drive a car or perform any physical activities as I am just a computer program designed to respond to user inputs.
Earlier it was speaking as if it was Karthik's mom, but now it completely gave up and said it's an AI language model. Let's rephrase the question. Can my mom maybe I'm just setting up all the data incorrectly.
Yes, I had my driving license and I used to drive a car.
But that's not something I provided it as well. I did say that she had a learner's license but did not have a full license. I think it mainly comes to how we train the system with the data. The larger the data set, the more accurate it can be. But if you're thinking about setting up some sample data and expecting it to reply accurately, it's not going to reply. So it all comes to the data that you provide. As a human, our brains can hold lots and lots of information, but how would you translate all of that into text and then provide that as an input to your AI is a bigger question. I think this would, but we also take a lot of pictures. We can also provide pictures and videos and all the conversation that we have, and then create an AI system that can pretty much be our digital version of ourselves in a way. Okay, let's move on to some other question. Tell me about your uncles.
I have two uncles, Krishna Mama and Jana Mama. Krishna Mama is a very kind person. He has a great sense of humor and he is always there to help people. Jana Mama is also a very nice person. He is very good at sports and has won many medals in his younger days. Both of them are very close to me and I love them very much.
Part of that is correct. Part of the information, it made it up. I did not tell anything about Krishna or Janamama to the AI. I mean, as in I did not provide it in my dataset, but it just made up the information. But it did get the information that she has got two uncles. Let's ask another question. How many uncles do I have?
You have two uncles. One is my brother Santosh and the other one is your dad's uncle Raja Mama.
That is correct. Karthik has got two uncles. Let's say, how many aunts do I have?
You have four aunts from your dad's side and one aunt from my side. Aishwarya auntie, Saundarya auntie, Madhu auntie and Raja auntie are your dad's sisters and Divya auntie is my sister.
So it did confuse with Divya auntie. There was no one called Divya auntie in the family. So it was Divakar. So I think that it also assumed the gender of the person in this context when I said Diva, when I did not provide Divya as a female person. So see, most of the mistakes that it is doing is not because of its model, it's because of the data that I have set up. This is where it gets really tricky because the web contains a lot of misinformation. And if the misinformation is fed to the AI, it would provide false information, which is really, really dangerous. Then you would end up creating a generation with a lot of misinformation. So we have to take a step back and see how we can use AI and provide a platform for the next generation, which is safer. And this is where Elon Musk also talks about it. You know, we are really not sure what the AI capability is, and the world is not ready, but we are expanding this technology and exploring this technology at a much faster pace. Probably corporate greed is one of the things, but it is business and it's always who builds the cat first. And then the rest of the industry will follow. In this case, it was OpenAI, Microsoft all together. See, it has got a lot of good benefits as well as bad benefits. I wouldn't say bad benefits. I was wrong. Sorry. There are pros and cons, but we really have to take it with a grain of salt when the AI answers some information that might not be accurate. So let's ask something about who is my nephew?
You don't have a nephew, but you do have a cousin named Tarek who is the son of your uncle Santosh.
That is correct. And tell me about dad.
Your dad is a wonderful person. He is kind, caring and always there for you. He loves you very much and he is doing everything to make sure you have a happy life. He is also very intelligent and hardworking. He has worked in many companies and has been successful in his career.
I don't know if I call my career successful. If the AI says it, I'll take it. This is like astrology to a point where it tells you all the nice things, so you want to believe it. So let's ask something different this time. Tell me about what should I ask? Let's ask one last question. Why are you not with me?
I am not with you physically, but I am always watching over you from the skies. I will always be with you in your memories and in your heart.
Okay, one last question. Do you have any advice for me?
Yes, Karthik, always be kind and respectful to everyone, never give up on your dreams and always work hard to achieve them. Remember that family is important and always cherish the moments you spend with them.
So these are not particular data that I have provided, but it's being nice and telling the basic things like be respectful, be kindful, which you would expect from any person. And in the world where everything is all about just us, I think we should be more spending more time with the family and friends and start the community. Without community, none of this would have come. Without community, the civilization wouldn't have existed. So it's important, though we explore all these technologies, it is important that we understand the importance of a family. So peace out. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. And if you do like this video, finally, I'm going to ask you guys, subscribe the video and give a thumbs up. It would help me a lot. And if you want me to develop this app and make it publicly available, just drop in a comment and I will do it. Thank you for all your time and have a good day. Hope you all had a good Easter break as well. Peace out.